Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. This video is a Friday focus video, and as you know, every Friday we focus on a different technique. So for the month of April we've been looking at all things shaker cards, and in today's video we're going to be looking at making this multiple shakers on one card. So there's multiple shaker pockets on a card. Isn't that just so much fun? Look at them like that. Oh, that is so cute. So let's get started. I'm going to start off with the stamping, and the stamp set I'm going to use is this one called Sweet Strawberry, and we're using Happy Birthday You Sweet Thing, Hello There, and Just For You. And I've got everything here set up in my Stamparatus, and I'm going to be stamping in Magenta Madness ink. Now this is a retiring in colour. That's going to be retiring now in next week, on Monday I should say. So if you want this, you need to get this right now. If you want anything Magenta Madness, you need to get it now, or forever hold your peace, as the saying goes. So let's put that aside. There is our beautiful stamping. Now I'm just going to clean up, because as you know, I'm a great believer in cleaning up as you go. I think it saves a lot of problems in the long run. Nothing's going to get ruined this way by being put down in something that's inky. And let me put my stamps away as well, otherwise I promise you, if you don't do this now, your stamps will just sit in the Stamparatus. So next time you come, you'll find them all there, and then you'll wonder which blooming set they came from. So it's really a good idea to put things away like this as you go. Saves a lot of problems in the future. And put our magnet back in this little hole there at the back and set this aside. So I'm going to leave my sentiments to dry a little bit, and we're going to move on to making our shaker pockets. Now I've cut out here a piece of, this is Bermuda Bay Design Issues paper from the family stack, and I've cut out 3 circles here using the layering circles dies, and I used this small one here and then this larger one as well. So you can cut out however you want. You could use other shapes, it doesn't have to be circles, you could do whatever you like, but that is what I've done. Now the next thing I'm going to do is going to get some window sheet here, and I'm going to back this onto some window sheet. So I'm just seeing how much window sheet I need, and then I'll cut off a piece for myself. So let's see, I should be about there. I would rather cut off too much than too little, but I can always adjust as necessary. So let's see, I think I need to cut off just a little bit on the side there. And even these small pieces like this, you can sort of see, you can save all of this to use in pop-up cards and all sorts, so don't chuck that away. So let's see, does this cover all of our circles? It does indeed. So let's stick this down. Now I'm going to use some snail. I find snail is best here. Wet glue I find just smooches out, and you can see it all on the window sheet. So I prefer a dry glue, so I'm using snail. Putting a goodly amount down, as you can see, they run all the holes, so that my window sheet will be properly stuck down, just like that. Give it a good press. There we go. Okay, just like that. So I just had to get my foam strips here, and these are they. Now take one off. Now if you take the backing off, it's much easier to manipulate this than with the backing on. But I've just remembered something I've done totally wrong. So I'm going to put this back on my strip here, just for a second. This is going to be my, where is it? My backing paper here, as you can see. And I just want to mark on this now, well, there's no adhesive on the back, exactly where my holes are going to be. And you're going to see this is going to be important for the next step. So my one hole is going to be roughly about there. So let's take a pencil. I'm going to make a very, not a pen, a pencil. Here we go. Just a very light marking, roughly where it's going to be, just so I know. And this is so I know where to put my shaker stuff later on. And then I'm going to do the same again. So leave this one in place so I know I'm in the same sort of area. And then again, I'm just going to manipulate this into where it should be. And then put another mark there. And then the same here. That's fine. And this is just going to tell me where to put my shaker goodies later on. So that's all. You won't see any of that pencil mark, I promise you. Okay, so now back to our shaker pockets here and our foam strips. So now we need to, these go all the way around in a nice circle, making sure they nicely overlap. You don't want any chance of any of your stuff falling out, so I always make sure mine overlap a little bit like that, and then nothing's going to fall out. You are going to need more than one strip, as you can see. Okay, so let's get another one out here. Take the backing off that, and then even now when I put it on, just overlap. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Okay, and then the last one down here. It looks like we're just going to, yeah, there we go. Okay, so get rid of all of that, put that to the side, and that's what we've got so far. Now, where is it? You're going to put some dimensionals on the back. I tend to cut this up into strips and then cover the back with that. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be back in a second. As you can see, I cut off strips and I've covered the back of my pockets like this. Now let's start to make our shaker card. So we're just going to do some placement again. We had it like that, didn't we? So we just want to make sure that if we put this back, it's not going to stick down yet, so don't worry. On our back, it's going to go roughly about there. So what I'm going to do is put some adhesive on the back here, and for ease I'm going to use my trusty snail. I'm just going to check my alignment again. It's going to go roughly around there. Try and get things lined up like that. Now I'm going to take the adhesive off the back of my shaker pockets. Ugh. Nothing more torturous than taking backings off dimensional adhesive, I tell you. Okay, there we go, all done. Now I'm going to bring in my shaker shapes. These are they. Here they are, these multicoloured globs of fun. I'm just going to put a little, not too many. You want to give space for things to shake. And you could use anything in these shaker pockets. You could put sequins, you could put confetti, you could put mica dust. It really, it's up to you what you want. I'm using these glorious shaker shapes today. That's enough there. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, so now I'm just gonna make sure they're in the center of those marks I made. And we're going to take this and we're going to lay it down and try and get all our edges as lined up as possible, like that. And then I'm just going to press down really well, especially around the edges of my shaker pockets, the edges of these windows. As you can see, I'm giving everything a really good press. And there we have multiple shakers. Look at that. So much fun. They're so cute. So set that aside, and we're going to bring back our sentiment. And we're going to quickly cut this out. So I'm going to cut these out quite close to my words. I'm not leaving much of a white border at all. Okay, and then I'm going to measure to see whether they'll fit where I want them to fit, and I can see I need to chop off as much as I can of this sentiment here to get it to fit. So let's put it back in the trimmer. And then let me see if it's going to fit. Yeah, that will do me perfectly fine. You know, you could have it down here as well. Would fit there. Maybe it'll fit there better. Doesn't matter if it covers a bit of the shaker pocket. It's not the end of the world. I think actually yes, we'll have it there. And now our last two shakers. I mean, the last two sentiments. So let's start chopping these up. And as you can see, I just do this very much by eye. I don't measure a single thing. I mean, I do measure some things, obviously, but not these little things. It's too much of a faff, to be honest. Okay, put the trimmer away. Get my long scissors out. I'm just going to finish this off freehand. And the less you think about it, the better. The more you deliberate over it, the more likely it's going to look a mess. That'll do. Put this aside. Let's get rid of these pieces here. Bring back our pockets, and we're going to just stick down our sentiment. So we said we'd put this one down here, didn't we? Just like that. And then this one up here. It says hello there. And then this one that says just for you here, like that. And then finishing touches, I've got some of these iridescent rhinestone basic jewels. I'm just going to sprinkle them around here and there and everywhere. And there's no rhyme or reason to where I'm putting anything, just where the fancy takes me. So how many have I got there? 1, 2, 3, 4. One more, 5. I like to do things in uneven numbers. Oh, that's a bit... See, once you start faffing, it's time to stop. So there you go. That is how you do multiple shaker pockets. So I really hope you found this video useful. If you liked it, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. And please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. As I said, if you wanted more information about the project, the supply list and measurements, it's all on my website on the blog post, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye!